Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VIN 3063. It is a 2020 GSF in paint code 083, which is ultra white with the LA30 interior, which is the red interior. It just popped up here on Auto Trader at the end of August for sale at a BMW dealer in Texas. And it's listed for almost $71,000 and it has 50,000 miles on it. They only have 3 pictures of it listed right now. I would assume that as time goes on, if it doesn't sell very quickly, then they'll probably post more pictures as a large dealership like that normally would. However, right now we only have 3 pictures to go off of, and so I'll give you everything that I know right now. Before we move on, the production statistics. So first and foremost, white on red is the most common color on these cars. You've heard me talk about before. 54% of these cars were either black or white, so this is no exception. Out of the 2,348 cars I've identified, 647 were ultra white. And of those 647, 360 had red interior. So this is the most common combination you can get, one of 360 cars. Specific to 2020, 60 cars out of the 187 cars identified for the US 49 market for 2020 were ultra white. That's 32% of the cars. Of those 60, 27 had LA30 interior, the red interior. So this car is one of 27 for 2020. But overall, it's still a very common color combination to see. Carfax, Epic VIN, and AutoCheck. Carfax shows this as a 3-owner, 0 accident car, so you can be the 4th. Epic VIN shows it as a 2-owner, no accident car. Usually Epic VIN goes the other way. It usually shows it as more owners than the other 2. AutoCheck shows it as a 3-owner, no accident car. So I think it's safe to assume this is a 3-owner, no accident car. So this car first went on sale in February of 2020 at a Lexus dealer in Texas for $87,500. And it looks like it was first registered in March of 2020, so it only sat around for about a month before it was sold. Next time it went up for sale was April of 2021, also in Texas with 2,300 miles for $77,000. And in August of 2025, right now, $71,000, 50,000 miles in Texas as well. So it's been a Texas car its whole life, and the last time it was for sale was for only $6,000 less than what they're asking now. But it also had 2,300 miles at that point. So if that isn't a testament to these cars are holding their value very well, I don't know what else is. So I'll get into the prices here in a minute, but for now I'll just show you the pictures that were provided. There were only 3. There's one of the wheel, one of the front, one of the other side. And one thing I can notice is if you look very closely at the left side lower front bumper, you can see that the paint's missing right there. And that's pretty common to see on these cars because it kind of sticks out. So the curbstones and curbs, things like that can get it. And so it looks like that's the case here. Maybe the BMW dealer will repaint that or repair it, touch it up as they do their reconditioning on this car. But for right now, it is what it is. But overall, just from the pictures, again, they're kind of low resolution, so I don't have a lot to go on, but it does look pretty clean overall. Obviously, that will warrant an inspection up close, in personal, mechanical, and otherwise. So prices. Prices for the 2020s have stayed very strong. And you've heard me talk about in other videos, the values for these cars pretty much bottomed out in the summer of 2024, and they've started increasing since then. This car is no exception. There's been several recent auction sales. There's been one on Bring a Trailer 2020 that sold for $73,500 plus fees. So that car, that had 20,000 miles or so, and this has more than that, 50,000. Would it be worth $73,500? No, it's not. This car, it's probably priced just slightly above where the market is for these, considering the mileage, but it's not far off. The market on the 2020s has also been very strong, as I said. I think it's probably closer to like $67,000, $68,000 for this car. You've heard me talk about in other videos that there are less than 1,000 of these GSFs that exist right now in the US market that have a clean title and no accidents. So this is one of those cars. Now, it obviously has a little paint work that's needed, and so we'll jump into the service history and see what else we can find on this car. But so far, I don't see any red flags, and the price is, as I said, just slightly above market, but it's not out of the span of where these cars should be. Onto the service history. This car, it's pretty well Lexus service, as you'd expect. It's not that old. It's 5 years old now. The The last Lexus service was in January of 2023, however, so that would be the last 2.5 years it hasn't seen a Lexus dealer for service. That would tell me that it probably, once it was out of warranty, they no longer went to the dealer for any kind of service. A couple things of note. Here in April of 2020, there was a noise from the front driver's area that they reported, but nothing was addressed. So don't know what that was about. March of 2021, there was a complaint for the seat heaters not working, and they went and compared it with another GSF that was on the lot and said nothing was wrong. It comes up to the temperature it should be, and that's it. And I've talked about this in some other cars. You will see this pretty frequently on service history for these cars. And the fact of the matter is, the heated and cooled seats in these cars suck. And so you will see complaint after complaint after complaint about them. They don't breathe very well, so they feel hot when you're trying to use the ventilated part of it. There's constant complaints about the seats for heated or cooled. June of 2021, paint work. The left front bumper was repainted, and the lower left front bumper. And it looks like, obviously in the current photos, it needs it again. So whatever had happened or caused that probably happened again. But other than that, it looks like it's just regular maintenance up until January of 2023. And it looks like here's some other services on the Carfax and AutoCheck since then. So maybe it's got, so there has been other service, but it's not been at the Lexus dealer. Not a deal breaker, just something you should note. But other than that, it looks pretty well serviced up to that point. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this car. So I guess because we don't have a lot to go off of on the pictures, there's other things that you'll usually have to look at these cars. Obviously the carbon fiber trim, make sure none of that's delaminating. There's been no evidence of it being done in the service history. 2020s were not immune to it. All 5 years were affected by it. Carbon fiber trim, front lower control arm bushings. So when you go and look at this car, make sure you look at the front tires, turn them all the way, look at the inside of the front tires, make sure they're not worn significantly. If they are, then lower control arm bushings, alignment, and tires. So that can get kind of spendy. This car is still kind of too new for the valley plate leak, so that shouldn't be a concern yet, but it will be in the future. You know, a couple years down the road, you may have to address it or something like that. It's heat cycle and time related. It's not necessarily mileage related. So, and finally, would I buy this car? I think if it was priced right, if it was $67,000, $68,000, I think it would be a pretty good buy at this mileage. You know, again, no accidents, so just inspect whatever was repainted there on the front, or, well, obviously if the BMW dealer doesn't fix it, it will have a little bit of paint work needed on that front corner. As always, do a pre-purchase inspection on these cars, get everything inspected mechanically. Being that this car is coming up on 60,000 miles, definitely put some money aside for the 60,000 mile service. That's spark plugs, belts, fluids, transmission fluid, differential fluid. There's 3 things to change on the differential. Just a very thorough inspection, things like that. Probably brakes. You know, these cars eat through brakes. Look at tires, things like that. Just the usual things you'd look at on looking at a used car, but the 60,000 mile service would be something you probably have on your mind when purchasing this car, especially if you're going to drive it any significant kind of mileage. But yeah, so this definitely looks like it's one of the ones that's worth checking out, one of the good ones. If you can get it for a little less, you may have a pretty good value. You can almost drive these cars for free at that point. You know, these cars have held their value very strong, if anything, going up in value. The 16s and 17s you can definitely see are going up in value. The 18, 19s, and 20s were depreciating until very recently and have started going back up. So they're obviously just a little behind the curve of where the 16s and 17s are, but there's very few of the 2020s. 2018 is the lowest production year for the US 49, but 2020 is the second lowest, and you're not gonna find a lot of them for sale. And so definitely worth checking out. This is VIN 3063. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.